we may be 18 hours into stream, gamers, but I really want to watch this video, okay? Cozy game influencers are kind of fraudulent, lol. So for a little bit there, I was calling myself a cozy gamer that sometimes yells, right? That honestly got me into, like, people would complain. People were like, you're a liar. You're not a cozy gamer. Which is now why I have rebranded so much to being like, this stream is a virtual comedy club and stuff like that. But anyways, YouTube frogs, watching after the fact. I'm so sorry that I'm a little bit lower energy than usual. Again, we are 18 hours into a stream currently. A little bit of a marathon stream. But I'm very interested in this topic. If you do enjoy, stay, feel free to drop a like and a sub. Also, I will leave the original video at the top of the description and the original creator right below that. If you want to check it out, I highly recommend you go watch it before you watch my reaction to this video. All right, cool. Let's get into it. 13 minutes. It should only be about 45 minutes of yap.
All in all, I still got like basically a free Asia vacation.
Hello? My internet? Hello?
What in the late stage capitalist Barbie?
Ruh-roh, dude. Uh-oh. Don't say late form capitalism. You will make a group of people on the internet very mad. Very, very mad. Oh, yeah, I forgot to say I paused too much. I talk too much. I talk to chat too much, too. YouTube React frogs. YouTube React watch. Wait, YouTube watching frogs?
Thank you, Little Sim World.
I want to keep my values intact.
But I have decided to quit the Infinity Nikki creator program.
These big content creators choosing to stay silent is honestly speaking volumes.
We're sponsoring today's video.
It's giving criminal behavior.
Clap if you think she should suffer.
I don't regret it at all. I wouldn't go back and change it, even knowing how things were going to turn out.
Influencers of all types are kind of the worst, but in the gaming...
Yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Wait, that was the one they just recently released, right? Like recently, like 2023. Are they really? Why? Low player count, or are they losing the license again?
Space, I think the award for the most out of touch influencers definitely goes to the cozy game content creators.
Cozy games. Cozy.
Dude, not Malcolm. You have been blessed with a blessed algorithm, brother. If I said something like this, oh my God. The SWAT team will be busted in my fucking window right now, man. I'm just saying, dude. Because somebody would have been swatting me. I'd be like Tom McDonald bad, and people are like, fucking end it, dude. This motherfucker out here being like, yeah, most of these cozy gamers are fucking frauds. Everybody's like, okay, yeah. Just Josh P. Just Josh P. I don't know, they just said they're not going to be providing any updates or anything. Oh, shit. I legit can't watch stream. Well, Josh isn't back yet, so.
Cozy games.
Cute and cozy games.
You're ready. Let's play.
Let's start here with the shit show that is...
Bro's calling them out by name? Got their ads and everything? Hey, guess what? I don't give a shit. All right. Not Malcolm. Congratulations, brother. You got yourself a subscriber.
Infinity Nikki. This is an action-adventure, free-to-play cozy game with an emphasis on playing dress-up. And it's really popular. It got like 20 million downloads in its first week. It has a very active community. And I've heard people all over
Oh, yeah. I mean, Jay, you said, well, not fully shutting down servers, but will be playable, but no updates or yeah, I mean, the reason why they shut down the Friday the 13th game is because they lost the license, if I understand correctly. So I wouldn't worry about it for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They probably aren't pulling a Dead by Daylight, and they're probably actually just working on a new game. You know, they probably aren't just gonna give you slop and milk it until the cow is dead, you know, in the ground. Make an absolutely horrible game, you know. They want it to be good. Sorry, my Dead by Daylight-ites, okay, out there. Sorry, dude. I fucking hate that game so much.
social media raving about this game. It's also currently in the midst of a crisis.
Oh
On April 29th, Infinity Nikki made its grand debut on Steam
Oh,
with
it's
the
buggy?
brand new
No.
update.
Infinity Nikki version 1.5.
And it nearly killed the game. Not only did this update introduce a ton of new bugs and performance issues and completely change the lore of the game, which a lot of players are very upset about, the publisher used this opportunity to ramp up the game's monetization to insane levels. The microtransactions have gone from bad to worse.
Hi, Josh. I love DBD. Yeah, pretty much you and everybody else in the stream. But hey, I will stand up for what I believe is right. And what I believe is right is that Dead by Daylight is a dog shit game. They're selling you a fucking fever dream. That shit is ass. There's no room for new players to get into it. Chris is just mad that DBD isn't a beginner-friendly game. Yeah, you're right, because every other fucking game I play, it does have some form of beginner-friendly-ism to it, okay? Just because you're bad at it doesn't mean it's bad. Oh, no. Just because the game is overly fucking complicated, the killers are overpowered as fuck, and I don't stand a fucking slight chance because Dead by Daylight has literally no way. Oh, don't even get me fucking started about the queue times. That game is ass, and anyone defending it is just upset that one of their favorite games has went to the fucking wayside for the company to milk it out of every fucking cent that they can. I'm sorry. Listen, like what you like. My personal opinion, Dead by Daylight, horrible fucking game. Any game that doesn't have some form of helping new players learn the game well, or just putting them in with some other really shitty players, right? I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. If I can't learn the game, then fuck it, dude. I'm not interested.
With the price of some
how about that? Now let's listen to these fucking stupid Chungus Cozy gamers that fuck shit up.
items increasing by 200%.
This is actually illegal.
Oh, damn. Well, I guess that's the opposite of my opinion. There's a tutorial in custom games for practice. Oh, okay, yeah. There's custom matches and a tutorial for Valorant. Chris, 2v8 is back in DBD, so you can queue with your friends as a killer and 2 killers, but 8 survivors. Yeah, that sounds worse.
On my country.
They also added a bathtub that cost $70.
Oh, prop night. Dude, you guys, oh my God, I gotta stop pausing this so much, okay? Sorry, YouTube frogs. Oh my God, bro, prop night. Prop night, God.
Hey, Chris,
why did you have to take that game away from me?
Why the fuck are you still live, RN?
Oh, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Oh, don't worry about it, honey, okay?
They decided they were going to introduce a $70 bathtub into the cash shop.
And I literally cannot believe the words coming out of my own mouth, but apparently there are now outfits in the game that cost over $400 real to buy. What in the late stage capitalist Barbie is going on? One user on Steam called the new update fraudulent. Another wrote that they're ashamed to recommend the game to anyone. And a different player said, I wouldn't want to subject someone to the psychological damage this game does. But things get even messier. When disgruntled players took to social
that's Gabbiana, right?
media and started speaking about organizing a boycott of the game, the publisher literally blacklisted the word boycott from the game's official Discord, and they even started banning
Wait, what? Infinite Nikki community plans girl caught after developer mutes boycott in ongoing update 1.5 drama. That's awesome.
Listed the word boycott from the game's official Discord, and they even started banning people who criticized the update. Oof. Hence why fans started using the term girl caught.
Guys, I'm girl caughting Dead by Daylight in any game like it. I'm never fucking playing that shit ever again. No, actually, I'll play it one more time because I gotta get you frowned on Overwatch for Z-Boy. Time to boot it back up, dude. I can bitch about it the whole time and tell chat about how I fucking hate it when I'm not 18 hours into a stream. Time to start the fem boycott. I hate gaming because people bitch about in-game purchases, but 10 motherfuckers buy them because it's cozy. For Z-Boy? Yeah, for Z-Boy, so that Frown will play Overwatch. Yep.
Which is actually kind of badass now that I think about it.
Women's stories matter.
Yeah.
Chris, can I play Overwatch with you when you play it again? Play it again? This guy thinks I'm gonna play Overwatch again. Somebody put the emote with the minion laughing.
Yeah, they just matter. Yeah.
Honestly, seeing players band together and protest a greedy-ass company like this, I've never been more proud. Even though the publisher released this half-assed apology, the game still has a ton of problems and a lot.
Flimsy! Dude, I'm trying to sleep for like 15 hours tonight, dude. Don't even get me started, bro. Sorry, I'm slapping my lips together, dude.
Of players still feel like their complaints aren't being heard, and some of them have started pointing fingers at popular Infinity Nikki content creators. Obviously, the company that makes this game should take the brunt of the blame for this whole disaster of an update, but I also believe content creators have an obligation to speak up on behalf.
He doesn't even play Overwatch? I don't know, he's been like, Chris, lock it in.
Half of their audience and the communities they represent. On Reddit, one user wrote, "I'm disappointed by the lack of boycott acknowledgement by the Infinity Nikki YouTube creators I watch." Another user wrote, "I haven't seen larger creators join the cause and help this community fight for a resolution, and that the game's content creators fail to stand with the community and use their platform for..."
Bro, if I took some game sponsorship and everybody was pissed about it, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck, man? I'd be like, hey guys, sorry. My bad. Fuck, man. Fuck that company. Or I'd be like, hey, yo, okay, yeah, what can I do to help? The fuck? You motherfuckers just finna hit the, oh yeah, it's sponsored by this game. Yeah, get involved. We'll see ya. Yeah, never talk about it ever again. Because for my birthday next year, I want us to play Dead by Daylight. Well, that's great. Venezuela wants a fucking good economy, buddy. Dude, I'm really, sorry. I'm 18 hours in. I'm trolling my own girlfriend. I'm trolling Jay. You know, it's I'm sorry. I'm really just trying to entertain myself to stay awake. Lowkey, the YouTubers you watch probably do not care because I will be honest, it's kind of dumb as fuck. Wait, don't care about what? Oh, this shit?
Change. In another post, a user drew parallels to Sims 4 content creators who constantly promote the game while ignoring problems with
I mean, yeah, probably. They probably got their bag and they don't give a shit. Pretty much the intro of this video. Now you can sleep outside. I'm not talking to you no more.
Quality and monetization. But first, I do want to give some praise to a couple Infinity Nikki content creators because as someone who has covered the shilling of other video games like The Sims, I've seen more integrity on display from some of these Infinity Nikki content creators than I've ever seen from influencers in the EA Creator Network. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
So I've decided to step away from any official affiliations simply because I don't want—
Damn, bro, you can have 13k subs and fucking... Yo, why did Call Me Kevin catch a strike? No. I think he's saying that Call Me Kevin was taking responsibility for this shit. But damn, dude, you have 13k subs and get them fucking, you can get them fucking motherfucking brand deals, dude. Fuck, I gotta start marketing myself more. Don't worry, you can sleep with me. Why'd you put the heartbroken emoji, huh, Flimsy? Huh? What the fuck, man?
Want to represent
Mr. Poop? Huh? What the fuck?
anything that doesn't align with my own values or morals.
Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a little bit more of a difficult video for me to make, but I have decided to quit.
Hey, it's okay, Hamster Buttocks. We understand. Hamster Buttocks, you know, you share your buttocks truth.
Infinity Nikki Creator Program.
These are two smaller creators who were in the Infinity Nikki Creator Program who actually decided to leave because they did not want to be associated with the greedy ass company that was screwing over players like themselves and their viewers. But what about the larger content creators, the ones with hundreds of thousands?
Hamster Buttocks is an Overwatch creator? Deadass. Damn, they got Infinite Nikki looking for... Yo, did Infinite Nikki hit up every motherfucker except for me for a fucking brand deal? They ain't no Overwatch fucking creators. They ain't no motherfuckers with 13... What the fuck, man? Man, I got 12,000 fucking followers on fucking stupid Chungus Twitch, and I have 330,000 views in the last 30 days on YouTube. Am I fucking cat turd to these motherfuckers? Am I cat turd to these motherfuckers? Slide in now. Now's the chance for a brand new. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Cassidy. Oh, from Overwatch. Oh, you got that kind of autism? Fuck. Dude, oh man, the crazy thing is I barely missed that, dude. It's like when Shane Gillis talks about getting Down syndrome. That's me with being an Overwatch kid. Literally, me and Chucky are a year and a half apart, and Chucky got the Overwatch, dude. I don't know what I got. I guess it was Call of Duty or something. But Chucky also got Call of Duty, so I don't really know what to say. I think it was just because I got into gaming like heavy right before Overwatch, like 20 or like shooters and shit like that in like 2013. 2012. 2012. Yeah. I'm sponsored by Tidy Whities and Raid Shadow Legends. Hey, don't even play about that, Buster. We might do a little sponsorship during the subathon and add time. My brother is your age and he plays Overwatch. Yeah, maybe he played TF2 though or something. I don't know. Maybe it was just because it was a hero shooter. Maybe that's why I wasn't into it. It was $60 and there was no campaign. Yeah, actually, I think that's what it was.
Of subscribers. Well, this is where we start to see some true colors on display. What's so interesting is that prior to all this drama, Infinity Nikki hosted—
You play Valo, my guy? Yeah, it's not a hero shooter. Well, sorry. No, wait. How did it? No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong definition. No, hero shooter is right. What does it mean when you have to shoot something a bajillion times for it to die? I hate that. So I never played TF2. So I don't really like Overwatch that much. Oh, Chris should get sponsored by Mountain Dew and Nacho Cheese Doritos. I agree. Copy and paste shooter game. No, what's it called? It's not a hero shooter. I mixed it up. Chat, give me a break. I'm fucking 18 hours into a stream, man. What the fuck do you want from me?
a live stream where a bunch of content creators were brought in to hype the fuck out of this disastrous update.
Hello, stylists. Well,
but that's my personal opinion. It's not like Dead by Daylight where I think that the game is absolutely horrible, right? And there's really no use if you're new to the game to ever get into it, right? No, I think Overwatch 2, since it's free, the hell yeah, man, if that's something that you're into. Oh my god, Jay. This is like, oh my god. We're so cooked. We're so cooked. Amara really said, they got something for you, Chris. I went, yay! Not knowing what the fuck we was talking about. You have to take longer than 10 minutes to learn Dead by Daylight, Chris? Yeah, I guess so.
Preview live stream for Infinity Nikki version 1.5.
They even brought in a popular Infinity Nikki content creator with 800,000 subscribers here on YouTube to co-host the event.
Our special
Johnny
guest for
over
today's
here?
live stream.
Hello, stylists.
Oh.
I am Dish.
7 days after this live stream, that influencer made a video.
I put my face on this update. I put my seal of approval.
Are they running ads on this right now? This is not an L. This is a W, brother. Are you kidding me?
On this update.
I bet she feels terrible, right? Well, in a separate video on her podcast channel, she said this.
I put my face on the update, and to be very clear, I do not regret doing that. I don't regret it at all. I wouldn't go back and change it, even knowing how things were going to turn out.
So while fans of the game, people who've spent hundreds or thousands of dollars on Infinity Nikki, were organizing this boycott, this influencer came out and said that she had no—
She said, I don't give a fuck about you broke bitches. I got that fucking bag. 800,000. Hey, they sponsor motherfuckers with 13,000 subscribers. They sponsor motherfuckers from my Overwatch community with like 25,000. How much you think they paid me for to put my fucking face on this shit? And then I got to double bag it with the fucking ad rev from how they can fix the fucking game. And everybody said, oh, I'm so sorry. Everybody's putting the fucking YouTube super chats in the comments, $5. Oh, don't even worry about it. Oh, bro, you double dipping. Yeah, I wouldn't be sorry either, man. Are you kidding me? You might be getting close to generational wealth numbers on that. Just kidding, not generational wealth numbers, but like, you know, probably like, I don't know, 100 times what I made last year. No, not that much. Sorry. 10 times what I made last year. I made $6,000 in profit. I'm saying she made $60,000.
regrets about working with the company.
She probably didn't make that much, but you know.
that is literally screwing players over. But it gets worse.
All in all, I still got like basically a free Asia vacation.
Because she went on to gloat about this free trip to China that was paid for by the game's publisher.
See, and this is where you have a personality type like me, where I share too much, but you get to a level of disconnect where you are not still connected with like the common man, right? So then you're originally like, well, I still got a fucking free trip out of it.
Publisher.
Flying out to Shanghai, that was always something that I kind of hoped for.
What the hell?
I had like a 5-day period where I was just free to do anything. They agreed to fly both me and Joshua out so that I wouldn't have to be there alone. So I just was so grateful, and I could not have imagined a more perfect opportunity to go.
You better be joking.
Basically like 5 years of effort. And my decision to be somewhat devoted and to put my hope in Infinity Nikki.
How out of touch could you be?
Yeah, I got you. I got you on camera.
This is not the time or place to be bragging about your free influencer trip while people are getting screwed over by the company that paid for that trip. This is exactly why people hate influencers. And the weird thing is, she almost seems like she's proud of essentially being in this game company's pocket. She literally said it was her dream to be sent to China and that it was a 5-year effort. Your dream is to be a shill for a company?
Yeah.
What? This influencer is in their creator program.
Josh, I'm glad you're back. I'm getting bullied. And fucking Chungus ass fucking Jay over here wants me to DM his boyfriend.
She was flown out to Shanghai. She got an all expenses paid trip. She got to wear this gown. Beautiful gowns. I think this serves as a warning to influencers who go out of their way to shill for game companies. You will be caught in the crossfires when things go wrong. It is not a content creator's job to work with game publishers or developers. No one's forcing them to do that. I can kind of speak on this as a creator in the gaming space. I get emails all the time from game studios asking me to make sponsored content. Coincidentally, just weeks ago, I was contacted about a game called Love in Deep Space, and that game is made by the same developer as Infinity Nikki. Now, I like talking shit about shitty games, so I have never, nor will I ever do sponsorships for video games, but I can confidently say, based on my experience working with other brands, that these bigger influencers like Dish are making thousands of dollars per video for their sponsored Infinity Nikki content. So to the people on Reddit who are asking, why are the bigger content creators not saying anything? It's because they don't care about your boycott or your girl caught, because they're too caught in the pockets of the company that makes Infinity Nikki. And those pockets are deep and cozy. But I want to move on because there's something else happening in the cozy game space that's
Ooh, spill the tea, honey.
really bothering me, and best believe Big Cozy doesn't want me talking about
Cozy.
this. Just last week, 2 brand new life simulation games were released. The first was 2 Pixel.
Hey, that's my fucking wallpaper. Well, not the one that I have active, but the one that I had for a while. Down the bottom left over there, yeah.
Yeah, and the second was Little Sim World. Besides both
Okay.
of them being live sim games made by indie studios, these 2 games are very different, and so is the marketing strategy.
How are you not tired? Oh, I'm pretty tired. But Chad started talking about like Dead by Daylight and how it's not a dookie ass cheek game, and it like lit a fire in me. I had like a positive interaction in Valorant, and that like lit a fire in me to stay awake. And now I've had an unpositive interaction with chat telling me that Dead by Daylight's actually an amazing game, you know. And then I got fucking Big Cozy over here coming out here for all of us, okay, dude. And now I gotta stand on business for my threes of viewers. You brought up Dead by Daylight. Did I know? Oh yeah, I did. I said they were milking you for all you were worth. Prop night was fun. Oh my god, it was so fun. Tyrann, you get it, homie. You get it. This is why Stardew Dev is the best. One motherfucker made that game, and he not a sellout. That's the only cozy game I support. I support that cozy game. I support A Short Hike. I'm sure there's some other ones, but that's all I can think of. Yo, good morning, by the way, man. How's it going? Or evening? My sickness is so slowly going away. Bless up, goat. Bless up. Because I had to at Cade in the server for him to respond. Damn, bro, you a fucking clingy ass girlfriend, dude. You fucking clingy ass bottom, dude. I mean, you liked Lake and Firewatch. Firewatch is not. No. No. Firewatch. It might look like a cozy game and be like, it's a fucking. You could possibly say it's a horror game and it has dark themes. If you tell a fucking cozy game, right? This is a cozy game. They're gonna be like, no, it's not. They're like fucking the chick that probably weighs like 90 pounds, like 4 foot fucking 10. You're like, Firewatch, yeah, I love cozy games. I love Firewatch. She's gonna be like, no, it's not. That's a little different. Sorry, I'm passionate. Sorry, I'm getting real. I'm sorry. I'm getting real emotional right now, Chad. I'm sorry. Nah, bro, a white woman would make a 23-minute video on YouTube of her playing Firewatch on her pink Steam Deck. It's cozy. Yeah, it's Jover. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, the West has fallen. Honestly, just fucking chalk it all. I did like Lake. Yeah, Lake's actually gas. I'm with that shit. So, and they fucking the fucking devs sent me a key to the DLC. So you know what? I am in Big Lake's pocket. Okay. Let me clarify that. They didn't pay me though for it, so you know. Oh yeah, Firewatch, worst game ever. I'm JK. You know, honestly, I'm sorry, Chucky. I'm attacking both your favorite games. That's fair if you call Firewatch and Skyrim and Oblivion and Fable 2 and Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed 4 the worst games ever. Chris, for the subathon, you should set a goal, and if we get there, you shave the beard. Yeah, sure, I'll do that, man. $3,000. $3,000, I'll do it. You know what? No, I have a girlfriend that loves me now. $2,500. $2,500. Honestly, Life is Strange is a cozy game. I guess that's one I like. No. I was gonna say no. Josh, see, I think. Well, okay, maybe I'm miscategorizing, but from the way that cozy gamers have treated me and the way that I'm like, ooh, this cozy game, they'd be like, that's a comfort game, not a cozy game, a comfort game, right? Because it has like dark themes, you know, and shit. But it can be like a comfort game. Like you can play it when you're sad, it'll make you feel better. But if some cozy gamer was like, hi guys, today we're gonna be playing Life is Strange. Yeah, the first chapter. People would be like, what the fuck? Again, I just look at cozy games as, will this be played on the Hello Kitty Nintendo Switch? Okay, all right, yeah, okay, I'm with you now, okay. And wear your pink wig? Chris should be a cozy streamer and make your room pink and wear a pink wig. Overwatch and DBD are not my favorite games. Sure. Okay, fine. Call Valorant and what's other multiplayer games I play? Yeah, Valorant. Call Valorant a bad game. There you go. I got you, twin.
For these games, because while Little Sim World is technically an indie game, it's not so indie that they couldn't afford to sponsor a bunch of YouTubers.
And Little Sim World is sponsoring this video today. Thank you, Little Sim World.
This video is sponsored by Little Sim World.
For sponsoring this video.
Well, Jay, we do have the shave my head goal. So I don't know if that strikes your fancy on like the punishment on the subathon that will make me want to kill myself, but we can really see how far the hairline is back if I shave my head. And I do. It is pretty long right now. So, you know, I don't know if that scratches your fancy or what. Yeah, dude, I do have the pink wig. We could put that on too. Maybe I'll make that a little goal, a little extra sub goal. Dye your beard gay colors. Do you want me to get fucking hate crime? I mean, I don't live in West Virginia anymore, so it's like less likely, but still. See how long you last in West Virginia. Hairline? Yeah, sure, dude. I got you. It's right here. I don't give a fuck. I'm secure. I'm secure in it. That's why I don't fucking ban you guys when you make fun of me. Nah, you gotta go back. Nah, we're putting you back in the trenches. Visit people or some shit. Shiny. Okay. Holy shit, it's Chop. Yeah, it's Jover, dude. It's Jover. See, this is why I need. If I'm gonna shave the beard, $2,500, and then I can go to Turkey. Do you realize that's enough for me to go to Turkey, get my shit fixed, and come back? I fucked up. We gotta go bald hairline. Get a load of this guy. Get a load of this guy, Mr. Jokes over here.
Thank you, Little Sim World.
This video is sponsored by Little
Oh my god!
Sim World.
I just realized it's Chapel Rowan playing in the background.
Sponsoring this video.
To sponsor this video. For sponsoring today's video.
They are kindly sponsoring this video.
Hey, YouTube frogs. Just want to let you know, I fucking love Pink Pony Club. I love Chapel Rowan. But if this shit has a chance to take away my ad revenue in a video that may end up in people just dunking on me in the comment section for saying that I don't like cozy games and I don't like Dead by Daylight, okay, and Overwatch, you bet your ass this shit is not gonna get unmonetized for that, okay? So I'm sorry, it's gonna get muted, buddy. Oh yeah, so I went to Walmart to get a gift for my dumbass nephew because his birthday is tomorrow. Bro, my ass spent $61 fucking dollars. Yeah, welcome. Welcome to the real world, pal. We're cooked. Yeah, it's Jover.
For sponsoring today's video.
Damn, these indie games must have insane influencer marketing budgets. So while Little Sim World got a ton of coverage due to the sponsored content, I couldn't find any sponsored content for 2Pixelia. And to be honest, seeing this go down made me feel kind of sad. If you don't know, 2Pixelia is made by one person. This guy's worked on the game for like 5 years.
I would way rather play this game instead of that fucking freaky looking game.
And the marketing
earlier,
budget,
it's kind of like that I'll Be Brave Tomorrow game. Honestly, like I was like fucking with it at first, but now I just kind of feel like I'm playing a game that's made for like a Leapster, you know?
For the game.
Sally Face, I should. Chucky bought it for me a while ago, and I played like an hour and a half of it.
Seemed pretty non-existent. So clearly the playing field isn't even. And the sad part is some of these creators happily took a check from Little Sim World.
I mean, like this is like it's like kids. It looks like and it looks like I would not play this. I mean, clearly it's not made for me, but even like, you know, in my cozy, like, hey guys, today we're gonna play a little cozy game. Like I'd be like, no, what? This looks like a fucking kids game. This looks like fucking, I don't know.
Didn't even bother to recognize the other life sim game that was released on the same day.
This game, I would play this game 100%. Especially if I got sent a key, I would play the fuck out of this game.
A game that, in my humble opinion, is way better. On a sponsored video for Little Sim World on Cozy K's YouTube channel, one commenter wrote this: "Why give Little Sim World the spotlight in a dedicated video while completely ignoring 2Pixelia, which drops the same day and actually launches as a full release?" And I feel similarly. It sucked to see 2Pixelia, again, a game made by a single person, kind of get overshadowed by Little Sim World, which is a game made by a team of people, all because the latter paid off a bunch of influencers. Cozy K actually replied to this comment by saying she didn't make a video about 2Pixelia because she had no idea it existed. But I don't know, after seeing the insane amount of paid promo on Cozy K's YouTube channel and TikTok, I'm convinced the reason she didn't know 2Pixelia existed is because they didn't sponsor her. This really highlights my problem with a lot of cozy game influencers. More often than not, these people will praise whatever game writes them a check and pay dust to the ones that don't. Maybe it is.
Hold on, I'm trying to really think about this, right? Okay, again, I'm not fully, well understanding of cozy games and the definition, but could it be that since cozy games are held to very, very minimal standards for what makes it a cozy game, like decent mechanics, a comfy, cozy environment, right? That and a somewhat okay story, right? That then, since these content creators don't really have to abide by what makes a game particularly great, right? But is just overall cozy and they can hype it up, that then they don't get held accountable? Does that make sense? Do you get what I'm saying here? Like, if you play a bunch of story games, if the story is absolute ass, you can be like, get this shit the fuck out of here, and then you can't just chill out to them. But since cozy games can have dookie ass fucking graphics like this fucking game right here, but it's it's cozy and it's got a cozy story, and they're it's an early access, so it's gonna get better, guys. Then you can be it's a good game, I like that. The guy from Sally Face, I forgot his name, looks like Caden. Larry, you have to kill them, Larry. Honestly, I don't want to be a dick, But I don't get his point too much. Like, yeah, it sucks that it dropped the same day, but he is like, oh, they just took the check from the game and didn't drop a video about this game. Like, you know how many games come out yearly? That's like being like, why did you get a sponsor for Minecraft and not Block Club 3D? No, I get what you're saying, Josh, but I think what this guy is trying to say is that a lot of these cozy game creators only shill or like only cover games, like new games that pay them. Like they don't go outside. Like they only promote games to their audience and only actively invest time into new games if they're getting paid for it. Which is like, I get what you're saying. It's like bad for, you know, you should just every now and then play a fucking game because you think it's good. Not because it's a hashtag ad. Like think about your favorite content creator. What kind of content do they make? You know? Let's just say fucking Jacksepticeye, right? Let's say that Jacksepticeye only played GTA 5 and Happy Wheels. Except for anytime you get a sponsor for another game. Now, I personally would be like, hey, Jack, love the Happy Wheels, love the GTA. Why is it that you only play indie games if you're paid to play them? You're my favorite content creator? Oh my god, stop. Now imagine if I only fucking played games if they paid me. In Valorant. It was just Valorant and then any other game if they paid me. I mean, it can be bad, but that's how they make money, LMAO. If you are not an enjoyable creator, then you are just going to do ads all the time. I think I'm losing my fucking marbles. If it was just Val, you'd have no view count? Dude, what the f***? Will Delirious Cartoons get paid to play certain games? Yeah, certain games, but not... Actually, I think that is the perfect example. Not all of them. Not all of them. Some of them. Sometimes they're like, yeah, it's sponsored. But a lot of the times, they just play whatever they want to play, right? It'd be like if they only played like the same like 3 games. If they only played Repo, they only played... I don't know. I don't watch... You know, I don't watch them consistently a lot. Sorry, there's a fly, and then I heard the dog shake his head, and it sounded like he was inside, but I didn't let him back inside, so... Yeah, I don't know. I'm with the dude making the video, though. I think that only playing games, if you get paid to play them, is lame. It is lame, in my opinion. And if that is the only time that you promote and hype up a game to your audience, like if you're somebody that does reviews and the only time that you do a good review on a game or try a new game to review for your audience is if you're getting paid, I think it's a bad taste. I think it's bad taste. It's like fucking somebody paid Anthony Fantano to fucking review an album and he was like, it's great, 9 out of 10. You know, 8 out of 10. I love HR's new album since they paid me. You know, I'll be like, well, fuck you. I'm not trusting what you have to say about this fucking game, piece of shit. You're just getting paid off. Like me, when I do a Roblox sponsored segment, I'm like, guys, I love Roblox.
Because there's so many cozy games constantly being released, and therefore there's more paid promo going around within this niche. But the way these cozy gamers operate feels so slimy. Let me give you an example.
Oh, sorry, Chuck, I missed your message. Are we calling them frauds because they want to get paid? I've forgotten everything. Yeah, you already heard what I said, yeah.
Popular cozy gamer Mad Morph was sponsored by Little Sim World.
And this video is sponsored by Little Sim.
Oh, Mad Morph, yeah, I watch this guy's content.
World.
Weeks ago, he was sponsored by Inzoi, or at the very least received a free copy of the game. And just last month, he was also sponsored by a photography simulator.
And this video is sponsored by Annapana.
So does he really enjoy these games, or is he just playing them to get his bag?
That's a good question.
It's kinda hard to tell, especially since Homeboy here somehow always fails to mark his videos as paid promotion when he's getting sponsored. Isn't that like illegal. It's crazy how often I see content creators, especially within the cozy gaming niche, fail to disclose their videos as paid promotion either here on YouTube or on TikTok. This is not only your legal obligation in most jurisdictions, it's also your ethical responsibility as a content creator. Whether it's Infinity Nikki or Little Sim World, I think it's evident that the cozy game genre has an influencer marketing problem. It's hard to find anyone whose opinions you can fully trust that isn't getting paid by game studios or in a partner program. In my last video about cozy games, a few people in the comments recommended creators they believe are fair and balanced. One of those creators actually made a video.
Josh, is this you? Kind of look like you, bruh.
Where he compared both Little Sim World and 2Pixeli.
Fuck! Yeah, he got your ass, man.
Yeah. And at the end, he gave his recommendation for which game he likes more. The kicker is, he had previously been sponsored by one of those games, but not the other.
The developers reached out to let me play early. They are kindly sponsoring this video.
So pop quiz everybody, which game do you think this creator enjoyed more? The one that gave him money, or the one that didn't?
I have a slight preference for Little Sim World right now.
And I'll leave it at that.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. God forbid I get paid. I think the difference is which creators are doing this to pay their bills and which creators are doing their passion. Yeah, well, I also think, I think you're right, 100%. But I also think there's a good middle ground. There's a good healthy balance. Like, are you actually passionate about what you're doing? Or are you literally just doing it for money? Yeah, the photography game does look sick. $70 for a virtual bathtub and $400 real dollars for a virtual outfit. They make EA look like saints. I never expected you'd cut. Yo, what's up? Rat cow girl, thank you for the follow. How are you doing, homie? I never expected you'd cover the Infinite Nikki disaster, but I'm so glad you are. Yo, what the heck? What the heck? Yeah, hell yeah. Free Asian vacation? Girl, it was paid for with monthly passes of people who still can't log into the game since they updated. You hype dropped. That's crazy.